To Jorge Rodriguez Romero. You're the Water Framework Directive Team Coordinator in DG Environment. We're here at the European Water Association 6th annual event, and you've just given the keynote presentation. Now, today's subject is river basin management plans, and so the obvious first question is, what is a river basin management plan, and why would one be important?
Yes, thank you. Well, the river basin management plans are the main tools to implement the Water Framework Directive, which is the most important directive that was adopted 10 years ago in the field of water. And the river basin management plan should contain an analysis of how water is used in each of the river basins in Europe, what is the status of water, what is the quality of water and the quality of the ecosystem linked to water, and what are the measures that the different member states are planning to achieve the objectives of the Water Framework Directive, that is to achieve good status, good quality by 2015.
So the obvious question then is, how are the EU member states getting along? You just alluded to that slightly. What's the progress so far?
The River Basin Management Plan needed to be adopted in December 2009, and currently there are 16 member states that have done so. There are 3 other member states that are about to adopt the plans, and this will add to 19 member states. So we expect that by the end of the year, more or less 400 million Europeans will have a river basin management plans in their territory. There are other countries that have longer delays for different reasons, and this will the other river basin management plans will come along next year in most of the cases.
Interestingly there, you just mentioned there are some delays for different reasons. What kind of reasons are behind some of these delays?
Well, some of the reasons are delays in the technical work, because the directive was a groundbreaking directive in many aspects and includes some new concepts and some new technical challenges, and in some cases this caused some delays. But in most cases the delays are linked to administrative problems, political problems between regions and central government in agreeing the measures that need to be taken. Also problems with certain sectors like agriculture, hydropower, that is delaying the implementation process. So there are different reasons, and it's very much dependent on the country.
Okay, now that leads to, again, an obvious question then. If there are some member states or regions that are doing a good job of this and some that are doing a less well job or bad job, heaven forbid, what are the impacts of falling behind?
Yes, well, the Water Framework Directive establishes that the measures need to be operational in 2012, and the objectives as a rule have to be achieved in 2015. We have in some cases we know that some member states that have delays are already applying or already implementing some of the measures, but obviously there is a lack of information, because the River Basin Management Plan is also an information tool that sets out the scene, what the situation is, what the measures are taken. So it is a serious issue, and we are taking it seriously from the European Commission point of view. We are enforcing this in the implementation using the legal tools that the treaty gives us. So we hope that all member states will be soon adopting the river basin management plans.
One last question then. As I mentioned at the start of this interview, this is the European Water Association event. What sort of benefits do the European Water Association bring at an EU level to water policy?
Well, the European Water Association is a very important European network of experts working in all fields of water. It's operational since many years, and it's, I think, a reference in Europe in terms of knowledge about water management, about water technologies. So it brings many experts together, and I think it's a very useful stakeholder in the process. Is very active at European level, following the implementation of the Water Framework Directive, participating in many of the working groups that we have set up with member states and other stakeholders. So also organizing these annual events in Brussels. So I think I have a great appreciation of the European Water Association role.